You know, there's always been some talk about how there's gonna be some Star Wars Total War thing. And I don't know if this in particular is what people are getting at, but I did see the trailer. Well, I mean, we're gonna look at the trailer. I didn't. I seen that someone sent to me that the trailer was out, but I didn't watch the trailer yet. Until is this it? Okay, official release window trailer. That's weird. But let's give it a watch. Star Wars has always been in an odd situation after like the the third trilogy. You know, the last episode, everyone's just like, oh, so Star Wars is not what it used to be. Then apparently Disney was like, no, okay, we'll double down just to spite this fictional group of people, the Chuds, and then they released The Acolyte. To be fair, they did release some decent TV shows, like The Mandalorian up until the third season, and Andor. Notice how some of the best things come out when they don't try to interlock with the canon or what was previously established. Because once they released Boba Fett, the one with him, and Obi-Wan, that fucked with the lore and the canon, then people started getting mad because it's like, wait a minute, none of this makes any fucking sense. But again, and then Acolyte came out, which had absolutely nothing to do with anything. I mean, they were talking about the High Republic era, but it wasn't Star Wars. And what makes Star Wars is we going to weird planets with weird people, weird aliens, and doing weird things. Like, this is just, you know, the benchmark of sci-fi, and it works. You know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But they tried to fix it, and they ended up ruining Star Wars even more. But I still am interested in Zero Company, and let's just give this trailer a watch.
When people talk about the Clone Wars, they talk about the big moments, the crisis points, planetary invasions, all-out assaults, cities bombed to rubble. Truth is, there's a war you don't see. The one fought in the shadows. The war beneath the war. A war that's won with the right strategy. Surveillance, ciphers, good old-fashioned sabotage. These aren't the heroes they tell stories about. They're professionals.
Okay, so already I'm interested, right? It's okay, because there was a Star Wars game, because you had Star Wars, what was it? Empire at War, which was pretty good. But then you had Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption, which added a third faction, which you could do piracy, you can, you know, steal technology. You had completely different units with a completely different heroes, and it's a completely different faction, right? You can utilize the planetary militia against the rulers, and along with the rebels and the Empire fighting, you have this third faction just out front in the middle of goddamn nowhere that you play, building up and just fucking shit up from effectively the shadows. You know, doing a lot of things that, you know, can screw with either or faction, and at the end of it all, you just take over the galaxy. And that was an interesting concept with interesting mechanics. And I feel like something like this, like, can sort of delve into that. Sorry, taking a drink. Because everyone knows the Clone Wars and all that. So taking stories that sort of play tiny, direct, like, indirect roles to the story with interesting characters, right, in an interesting setting. Like, this just looks cool and isn't it? Like, you can go anywhere with this, right? And you don't even have to fuck with the canon, because you can just wave it off as, oh, well, they didn't know. And you, I mean, to an extent, you can do that.
Setting aside their differences to take on the impossible. But that's the job, and they get it done.
So what I see is it's going to be a turn-based type, XCOM type shooter, which, okay, I'm not against that. I mean, I played quite a few turn-based games, like Girls Front Line. I mean, it's a gotcha game, so that's kind of bad. But I mean, Age of Wonders. I mean, this is a very niche genre for niche people, and I feel like they should try to cater to that audience. Like, they shouldn't try to make, like, I feel like they're probably going to bake this down and make it as easy as possible, but like, have an auto battler, which would be fine, but I will always just be the guy to actually learn the combat here. Like, this isn't like a gotcha game. $20.26. Okay, so wait, let me look at all the names down there. Respawn, I mean, they've made decent games. I don't really care for Apex Legends, but ew, Electronic Arts, ew. Like, if they're just a publisher, then keep their hands the fuck off. I think Respawn can do what they do. I don't really know what Bit Reactor is. That sounds like a mobile company. Wishlist now, PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS. A strategy game for consoles? I mean, the last time they tried this was like Halo Wars. No, they did do, there was Stellaris, which I guess is fine. But Stellaris was a map staring simulator. Very, very weird. Well, I mean, whatever, I ain't shitting on it. All I think is going to be is console peasantry. But I am interested, because you look at the characters, like, okay, you got the Umbaran guy, the clone trooper, you have the Mandalorian around here, wherever the fuck he is. You have the Jedi, because obviously, you know, I find the Jedi to be kind of boring. And then you have the dude. And look, again, interesting characters, probably with interesting backstories, and they're doing a thing. I think that's just fine. Yeah, you don't have to have this big old grandiose thing. You know, you can just have just a ragtag group of people doing sabotage. But I think it looks okay. Will I play it? I don't know. I mean, I have no fucking idea. Surprised it's only 314. See this? If this was like 10 years ago, this would be in the millions. Granted, it literally just released half a day ago. But even fucking, what the hell is all this? 99% headshot chance. Miss, yeah. Oh my fucking god, yes. That's also the thing with turn-based strategies. Is like modifiers. Like you swear you hit a foob, but you miss. I love the way the clone and the Embalm are staring each other down from the back of the shuttle during infill. Yeah, like in one of the... I think in one of the Clone Wars episodes, like the clones and the Embalms are throwing hands. I think it was towards the end of... Yeah. Oh, fuck. We got Star Wars XCOM before XCOM 3. Close enough. Welcome back, Commander. I'd rather they just have a Star Wars clone Commandos too. But we're gonna be soldier customization, base upgrade, recruiting and assemble your squad, relationship factors / teamwork missions, playing. Having played XCOM with SW overhauls, this is a dream come true. I think the recruiting will be interesting, right? Because if you recruit different aliens, different races with different things, that would be awesome. Like a Wookiee that can somewhat, you know, go into melee, but not as good in range, but more mid-range. Like something like this. Base upgrades would be good to, you know, switch out. Like, this is the one thing where, like, base upgrades and perk points will make sense. Because you're going to be... The type of people that play games like these are autists that want to min-max every possible thing they have to get the best outcome. Like, this game is perfect for those types of people, right? It's XCOM Star Wars. I'm in. Please, I don't want to encounter a lightsaber miss on 100% chance close quarter kill. We need an Empire at War remaster. No, the hell we don't. Just fucking play old Empire at War. God damn it. Why does everyone want everything to be remastered? Fuck no. You know they're going to take away the slavery mechanic if they did the Forces of Corruption. Slavery was an overpowered mechanic. Slavery. Cinematics, we fight the war in the shadows. Gameplay, pew pew, lightsaber noises, kaboom. I mean, this is literally just Star Wars. Like, yeah. So, are we some kind of XCOM squad? Question mark? Oh, God. Star Wars. XCOM Star Wars single player. Take my money, take it all. Man, Star Wars cinematics are really on point. Well, it sucks that that's the only thing. Like, Star Wars, The Old Republic, had such fucking amazing cinematics. that you could rewatch over and over and over. Some of them not a single word is spoken, but it's just pure cinema. But the games or whatever. XCOM style gameplay set during Clone Wars has a Mandalorian, the team. Take my money already. Oh God, not a big tactics guy, but excited for people who will enjoy that. I mean, I feel like this is going, because it's for the consoles, right? So it's going to be dumbed down, and I'm not saying that just to shit on console players, but I feel like this is definitely going to be the quote-unquote most accessible. Stormtroopers hit accuracy 80%. Nah, more like 20%. Can't wait to be a fan of tactics, turn-based games, XCOM Gears Tactics, Jagged Alliance 3, Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate, CRPG's Pathfinder, and 40k Roguelike Trader. Love all. Yeah, I mean, if you play those, well, yeah, you'll like it. May the Force RNG be with you. Oh, God. But anyway, I mean, I will keep my finger on the pulse of this. But we'll see. I'm hyped for this. Someone who's probably not going to play this, I do believe this is somewhat a step in the right direction. But that's all I gotta say about this. Peace.